that cap. Swerving through traffic, listening to trap.
Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Denver Broncos. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Now Carr throwing on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Open man, and that's his tight end, Jake Butt. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. They convert on third with a gain of 22. And they'll run it here. They find some open field here. And he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Carr now on first down. Finds Jake Butt over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, that's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
6-18.
Carr to throw on second down. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away. And caught by Cooper. Touchdown, Broncos. Amari Cooper, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. former second-round pick. This is Joe Mixon. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Again, it's Mixon. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. On 1st down, Knight. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. It's not
diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. They'll give it to him up the middle, and he bowls his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points,
the Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Jordan Willis in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. On 2nd down, here's Carr. He's going to air one out. And got his man complete. A huge play there for Denver. 43 yards.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Carr. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. He had the touchdown catch on the last drive. Now he's got a first down. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of the times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can all...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are in for 6. McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 14-7. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, and they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It'll be a 9-yard gain that time, but it'll also be the final play of this first quarter. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with the football to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a second and short yardage to start things out. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Knight. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined. But sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
First and 10. Knight. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. On second down, here's Mixon. Down to the 25. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Third down, Knight. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Leopard! Leopard!
Mixon with a first down carry. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Being chased out left. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Well, you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards. They're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
Detroit! Detroit!
On third down, Mixon. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And Bullock will put this one through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
So the Broncos coming out now. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Carr now on first down. Flushed out right. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Gone! Detroit! Detroit!
Throwing on first down. Knight. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
It's Mixon on the counter. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Back to throw. Knight. This will be caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll give it to Mixon. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Leopard! 4 down, 4 down. Check, check. Mike by 4, Mike by 4, Mike by 4. Go! Go!
He's going to get it running right. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Leopard! Leopard! Back 99 Philly, here we go! 4 down, 4 down. Back 99 Philly, here we go!
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Here we go. 7:34.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. This is going to be caught by Cortland Sutton, the rookie from SMU. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Purdue. Get down, get down. Low.
On first down, Carr forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. Got his man, it's Thomas. Touchdown, Denver. Demaryius Thomas as time expires in the first half. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. Extra point from McManus is good. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This will be fielded at the 8. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. This is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Looking to throw. Knight. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
On first down, Knight. He's going to air one out. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
3 down, 3 down. Hurry up, here we go. 3 down.
Here's a give to Mixon. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
Leopard! Leopard!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And that is incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Throwing his car on 3rd down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. That one goes for 36 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now a handoff running off tackle right. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Brought down by the cornerback, William Jackson. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers, steel curtain. They would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the steel curtain was playing. I know them, but I just want to let you know I wasn't alive.
I'm going to keep peppering that in there, and one of these days you're going to think that you were.
Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he's got Hireman. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open. He finds a way to pick up a first down. 2
yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him.
Got his man. It's Thomas. Touchdown, Denver. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done. And
slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time. Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Gun! Detroit!
To throw on 2nd down. Knight. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down. And the Bengals on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Back to throw. Knight. And able to find Green. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 23 yards on the play. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. And the pitch goes to Mixon. And he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
On 1st and 10, Knight. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looking to throw. Knight. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was looking for John Ross that time. And it's 3rd down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Throwing on 3rd and long. Knight. He's going to air it out. This is caught at the 20. And he's going to be taken down deep into Bronco territory. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Sua Cravens with a pick. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Carr. On the crossing route, he hits Demaryius Thomas. And he's brought down after a good gain. A very solid gain of 27. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Carr now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Carl come up here with a 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And the ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Carr. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Make it 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And the Broncos will extend their lead. And he puts it through. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And out now, here come the Bengals. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it?
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Back to throw. Knight steps away to his left. And the ball is knocked out. The Broncos say they have it. They do. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, 98 now, 58, 98.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
6:37, 34.
To throw on 2nd down. Carr. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Express, but 5-man box. 44.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? leverage, athleticism. They created some nice space for him.
The win for the Broncos seemingly assured. They go down to a knee. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. They go down to a knee and a sigh of relief as they are into the win column for the first time this year.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Denver, it's a cause for celebration, their first win of the year after 11 straight defeats. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, that first win remains elusive. They dropped to 0-12 now with the loss here. And they will try to turn it around next week as they head down to Carson for a matchup with the LA Chargers. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Cincinnati.